Chapter 19. Headed Home.
It had been 2 days since the battlegrounds, and for the most part the days had been good. Byrne and some of his other group were now in the shelter, battling through their own bloodlust. Byrne had jumped on the chance to be the first group to be converted. His group was not as large as Ashley's, but had always been one of the strongest in town. No one knew how old Byrne was. He had been a vampire before any of them had been converted. Ashley had become very busy with the work of assimilating many groups that had come to her. Now that the true history was out, many group leaders came to Ashley for help, all of them wanting to convert. Ashley had known that there were many groups out there, however, she had not even imagined the number of them. Nathan and Austin were also aflurry with activity, helping with conversions and helping Ashley. Taylor and Tricia had taken the last 2 days easier, although Taylor grew more and more worried. He had tried to call Scott over and over with no response, and this time again no answer. He touched the talk button and set the phone back down on the table. "Scott's still not answering, sweetie," Tricia asked, concerned. "Yeah, I don't know what to do," Taylor replied. "Let's go there," Tricia said. "We can't go now," Taylor said. "Why not? Ashley's running the show, and we haven't really done much anyway. We can ride up there together," Tricia said. "Are you sure?" Taylor said. "You're friends. Don't you want to be here?" Taylor asked. "Yes, of course, but they can do without us, and like you said, we have to steal the moments," Tricia replied. They embraced and watched the sunset over the city. Taylor had a feeling of dread over him, but being with Tricia made him feel strong. The next morning came, and Taylor and Tricia came down into the mansion. They joined Ashley and Nathan and Austin in the kitchen. They got themselves a cup of coffee. "I have to go to Utah with Taylor for a while," Tricia blurted out. Nathan and Austin looked up shocked and scared, and Ashley just smiled. "Well, if you have to. What's going on?" Ashley asked. "Scott, my friend in Utah that I converted with, he has not answered his phone," Taylor said. "When are you going?" Ashley asked. "Tomorrow morning," Tricia replied. "When you coming back?" "Can't say that we know that. Shouldn't take too long," Tricia said. "Well, Byrne's gonna come back to a hell of a party. Nathan, we have to throw a party to celebrate and say goodbye to these two," Ashley said. That night the house was alive with vampires. All of them patted Taylor on the shoulder, some even hugged him. Ashley's group of vampires was now the most respected in town. They had a great time well into the night. Taylor and Tricia finally went to Tricia's house. They packed up their stuff they needed and caught some sleep together. They jumped out of bed in the morning, both of them ready for the road. Taylor got the bikes ready, and now they sat in the driveway ready to go. Taylor had a cup of coffee and went through the house getting it ready. And half an hour later they locked the door. They started to their bikes. They shared a kiss and then started to strap on their helmets when Nathan's car pulled up. Nathan, Josh, Austin, Jenny, and Ashley got out. "Didn't think you were going to leave without a proper goodbye, did you?" Ashley asked, smiling. They pulled off their helmets and shared embraces with all of them. Ashley pulled Tricia aside. "You've been my best friend for a long time. You take care of yourself," Ashley said. "I will. You too," Tricia said, and they hugged. "He loves you. Anyone can see that. Hold on to him. Not as a leader, but a friend." Taylor said goodbye to everyone as well. "Thank you," Nathan said to him. "You fought right alongside me. You have nothing to thank me for," Taylor replied. "That's where you're wrong. All of us have the right to thank you." And the others nodded at this. "I will never believe that you just happened to show up. There's just too much timing involved," Nathan replied. The goodbyes lasted a little longer, but soon enough they were climbing on their bikes. The group waved as the bikes rode away. "You worried?" Nathan asked Ashley. She wore a very straight face. "Not about those two. We'll see them again. Let's go. We have lots of work to do." 2 bikes rode out of the city. Riding together proved to be a great release for both of them. They rode tightly together. They made it to Las Vegas that night and gambled and had a good night. They stayed in a beautiful hotel. In the morning they were on the road early. They rode through southern Utah. Tricia was amazed at the beautiful mountains and landscapes. By 3 in the afternoon they pulled into Taylor's apartment complex. They unpacked the bikes and walked into Taylor's apartment. Taylor looked around the place and smiled. "Well, you don't have a girlfriend. I know that," Tricia joked. Yeah, I do, Taylor said, kissing her. He checked his messages, however, there was nothing from Scott. Tricia could see the worry in Taylor's eyes. Any ideas where he might be? Tricia asked. Yeah, a few, but we'll wait till tonight, Taylor said. They spent the afternoon going through pictures from Taylor's childhood. Even though the air did not feel light and happy with the pictures, they did help to take their mind off Scott. The sun set over the Salt Lake Valley, the incredible reds and oranges and golds Taylor had missed so much. Tricia already seemed at home here. Although Taylor's place was a far cry from her home, Taylor and Tricia got ready and headed out to find Scott.